The frontman of Semisonic and Grammy award-winning songwriter Dan Wilson is coming to Duluth. He'll play a concert next Thursday, October 16th at Sacred Heart Music Center. Tickets are $40, and I had the chance to ask him a few questions before he makes his way up here. Well, Dan, it's such a pleasure to have a few minutes of your time. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Tell me a little bit, starting with your connection to Minnesota.
Oh, well, my connection to Minnesota goes back to my birth. I was born in Minneapolis. I lived there until I went off to college. And then I moved back after college and spent many more years there. I moved to LA in 2010.
So what is your experience with Duluth? Have you been here before?
Oh, tons. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. One of my siblings has a place on the North Shore. I see Duluth every year at least. And my mother was a marathoner in her 40s. She was ahead of any trend of suburbanites running marathons. But her first marathon was Grandma's Marathon in Duluth. So we all went there to cheer her on. And so I have a lot of happy memories of that place.
So whether or not they know it, people know your songs.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Tell me about what happens at these solo concerts that you do.
This one's not going to be totally solo because my friend Brad Gordon is going to play piano with me. But otherwise, it's just me singing. Because it's not my band Semisonic, I kind of get to add a lot of other things to the set. You know, I'll probably do a song that I wrote with Adele, and I'll probably do a song that I wrote with Taylor Swift, and I'll probably do one of the things I wrote with Chris Stapleton. It's a fun opportunity for me to share my interpretations of those things that I made with other artists.
How does one find their way from growing up in Minnesota to writing with artists like Adele and Taylor Swift?
It was pretty gradual. My brother Matt and I had bands in junior high school and high school, and our activities were mostly arguing about what the name of the band was going to be. But then also we did make some music, and eventually he and I had a band called Trip Shakespeare and put out several albums in the late 80s and early 90s and toured a ton. So we were doing 150, 200 shows a year for many years. I say gradually because that is a way to get to know your sort of musical community in a big way. And when Semisonic, my next band, started, we did the same thing. We toured for like 7 years, and I got to know lots and lots of other musicians from doing festivals or just, being in the same town at the same time or whatever it might be. When Semisonic stopped touring, I made a solo record called Free Life. That album caught the attention of the Chicks and Rick Rubin, a whole bunch of other artists. It was like one of those records that the artists all like, but the public didn't hear much about it. Then it's just like, oh yeah, Dan's a good songwriter. Maybe you guys could write a song together. Or I suggested that to a bunch of people, and it has to go well, but it went well. So,
is there a particular song that you're especially proud of?
Oh, I mean, I'm the type of person who likes hit songs of an artist the best. So I don't have any secret faves.
Probably like picking a kid, I guess. A favorite kid.
Yeah. But I mean, Someone Like You by Adele is I feel pretty happy about that song. Every time I hear it, I don't hear any mistakes. I don't hear any problems. Closing Time by Semisonic, I'm proud of that, and it's fun to be in the Home Depot and hear my voice coming down from the ceiling,
Well, congratulations on all your success. It is amazing. Anything else that folks should expect when they get to hear you at Sacred Heart in such a beautiful venue?
I'm probably going to talk a little bit about how the songs get written when they do get written, and I might even talk about how sometimes you try to write a song and nothing happens, and I'll play some Semisonic things. It's going to be a lot of, it's like a long history of songwriting of mine, so.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for doing this with us.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, Bailey.
I have a link to tickets on the Lift page of WDIO.com. More of the Lift coming up after this.